It was one of the most important moments in the entire story of my scientific career because it was in correcting that error that I began to see patterns, that I began to see that they fell in linear structures. I began to see the fossil sites clustered together. Caves might be in more random situations. And I also began to see and learn what a site would look like, all the different varieties. They didn't all look the same. And I began to think that if that's a site, that looks like a site, and this looks like a site. I knew it could not be true. I knew it could not be true because I had walked that area myself. So had everyone else, though, in the field for the last 80 years. But it was driving me insane, so much so that in March of that year, I printed out a little A4 sheet of targets. And I did what every human does. I started as far away from the place I knew best, the site of Glassville, because I knew there was nothing there, all the way in the city limits of Krugersdorp, 20 kilometers away from that point where these rocks sort of faded out into the urban sprawl. And on the first day out, I found 21 new sites. By July of that year, I'd found 600 new sites, including well more than 40 fossil-bearing sites. So imagine this in the magnitude of, we went from 20 known sites to 60. And I was blown away. If that error had not occurred, if those GPS points had been right, I would have never gone through that process. I would have accepted that the terrain was as we see it, and I would have never. So if I had not failed in that earlier expedition, what I'm about to tell you happened to me would never have happened. On the 1st of August, I had moved back in by then to the area around Gladysville, and of course, by then, the entire area was covered with sites, caves, fossil-bearing sites. They were all over the place. We just missed them, all of us.